Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taylor Mays up to make
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Vick out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. To throw, Vick. And the Raiders have got him. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now here's Vick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, Gannon. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Morton Anderson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. Gannon. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw on 2nd down. Gannon. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Johnny Hecker in.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
7-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run here with Bo. And they'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Vic to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one hand. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that.
Is good.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there?
Double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, on the pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Dolphins.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. Anderson's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Sanders on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gannon. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Gannon looking deep for Hilton. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They run again with Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They just get the play off. Now Vic. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Vic now. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed to. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everyone wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run it again with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Gannon. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gannon. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, had to get it up, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
For the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Fights off the defender. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll run again with Jackson. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Alvin Kamara, 42 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Gannon. And it's incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Buying time to his left. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there on the keeper.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
5-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah, but I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas. There's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Vic. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On first down, Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. It's a play fake. Now Vic. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Vic on the sneak. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now, this time they'll throw it with Vic. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
A 35-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on fourth down, Vic yields to Anderson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10, right at the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Montez Sweat, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and 13.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taylor made the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
At the 45.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Anderson to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked